depends how you do it. If you sort of say emphasis on the last point, but if you look at the two big
Yes. But then you started to say,
I told you I have this Japanese colleague on collaborating.
oh, don't worry.
Definitions, you should look at definition 5.4 and theorem 6.7 on page 76
brilliant advice from Byron. He says, indeed, attacking all the pole.
Just an introduction to what you're going to see.
Very quick.
It's nice to sit down anyway, so it's sitting introduction.
There are chairs in the reading room. So I'm just going to give a real quick introduction to the archive and to us generally. So welcome to our journey. I'm Emily, so I'm the archivist here, and one of my responsibilities is the collection. So just the first thing to say is we are open to the public as well as researchers and our students. So we obviously do work with our students and researchers, but we have external people coming in. We also do things with the public, so we have open days. So we have like a few different categories of collections. So the first is arts, photography and fashion. So we have a photographic collection, we've got a collection of girls' comics, we've got collection related to the biennial, and a 19th century fashion library. So we have a whole range of different collections within that category. We have a whole section on Liverpool theatre and writing, so that started with the Everyman Theatre, which is just across the road. And since then we've acquired a lot more collections, so the Willie Russell Archive fits in really closely because a lot of his productions started at the Everyman. But we've gained a lot of other Liverpool theatres as well since then. Popular music and counterculture is perhaps one of the things we're best known for. So we have a punk archive, which is quite well known and has been exhibited in various different places. We have a lot of 1960s and 70s predominantly countercultural and popular culture collections. Now expanded that slightly to the 80s and 50s, so it's a bit broader now. But it's mainly sort of 60s and 70s. Also, obviously, our institutional history as well. So we're a very new university. We were 1992, became a university. Before that, it was Liverpool Polytechnic, and before that, there were a whole range of different colleges that came together to make up the Polytechnic. So we've got these 4 colleges, which came together to make up the Polytechnic, which go back into the 19th century. So we've got our institutional history collections as well. Special collections is where Stafford Beer sits, because partly he kind of doesn't fit within any of the categories, but in the same sense, he fits in all of the categories. So he has to put his own. Oh, no. Yeah, well, I don't know.
I think he has something to say about that.
Yeah. I think you can make it out.
I mean, how else will I come to ANPA?
Exactly, there you go. Yeah.
So, very holistic. So we could put him in every section if we wanted to, I guess. So we have a number of sort of ephemeral collections within there, our special collections books, 19th century periodicals, and then Stafford Beer. So you may recognise this picture of the operations room in Chile. So this was part of Project Cybersyn in 1971 to 73. So this is quite a well-known project, probably what it's most well-known for internationally, I guess. And that's the operations room. I always think it's very Star Trek. But you can notice as well that he hasn't forgotten the essentials, so there's space for an ashtray and a little indented bit of glass in as well. So all the essentials covered as well as being able to see displays. So I don't know how much you all know about Stafford Beer particularly, but he's an inspirational thinker and teacher, and is widely sort of credited as the founder of management cybernetics. He's a polymath as well, so you'll see from his book collection that it covers pretty much any subject you can think of. He was employed by various governments, so Chile is probably the most well-known one, but he worked with lots of other governments across the world. Wrote over 200 publications. I'm not actually sure what the actual number is, I suspect it's probably significantly over 200, and held various managerial positions, but was also a published poet and an exhibitive painter as well, so, as I say, polymath, did lots of different things. He was honorary professor of organisational transformation at LJMU, so that's the kind of connection. He did a lot of work with our business school, and so there was already an existing connection before there, and he was given this honorary title. And one of his painting exhibitions formed part of the inauguration of the university as well, so there's quite a strong link there. When he initially deposited his collection, it was directly to the business school. So it was used by the students a great deal, but it was kind of sat within the department. And then it came into the library, so it became part of our special collections and archives. So it's